Tasha Miles, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a pizza. I know you've probably eaten a pizza before, but have you ever made a pizza and from scratch? So, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a pizza from scratch step by step. I made a pizza from scratch before when I was younger with a couple of my friends, and we had some fun with it actually, so I'm hoping y'all can too. My 3 points are going to be: one, what are the ingredients you need to make your pizza? Two, how do you make your dough? And three, what are some of the toppings that you can put on your pizza and getting it into the oven and, making your pizza? So let's get right into it. For the first point, what are some of the ingredients you need to make your pizza? So, in the recipe, Homemade Pizza Recipe for Beginners by Sally McKinney, she says you'll need 1.5 cups of warm water, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 3/4 cups of flour, 1 1/4 teaspoon of yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. And also for your sauce, you can put some marinara sauce. I know some people that like to put barbecue sauce on their pizza, or you can also make your own sauce from scratch. But for my pizza, we just use regular old marinara sauce from Walmart. And for your cheese, we just got some regular mozzarella cheese. And for your toppings, you can literally have any toppings. That's what I don't know if you can see it that well, but I have some artichokes, some chickpeas, some onions. I have bacon, pepperoni, anything that you want on your pizza, you can put on your pizza. So we just use bacon and pepperoni for our pizza. And also make sure you preheat your oven to 450 degrees. So now let's make this bread. So for your dough, you're going to need a large bowl, and you're going to add your yeast, flour, oil, salt, and sugar. Make sure to mix your dough with a wooden spoon or a wooden paddle, not a metal one, because it'll get stuck to it easily. Here comes the fun part. When your dough gets like thick and that flour like almost taffy like, that's when you can remove your dough from the bowl and start kneading it. And if your dough is like wet, in the recipe Homemade Pizza Recipe by Elise Breyer, she says the dough should be a little sticky or tacky to touch. If it's too wet, sprinkle in a little more flour. And with that being said, that's saying like if your dough is like when you touch it, it's almost like a stuck like a slime. That's not good. You need to put some more flour on your dough. And also what'll help if you put some flour, what we did, we put some flour down before we even took it out of our bowl. So put some flour down on your bowl and make sure you put a little, put a little bit of flour on the counter, and put a little bit of flour on your hands before taking it out of the bowl. So when you're kneading it, it's already getting all in there and making it into that thick, dough. So when you get done with that, you're just gonna shape your dough into a circle. You can just roll it out with the rolling pin, and if it starts to get stuck to your rolling pan too, you can put a little bit of flour on that. So you're gonna roll it out with your rolling pin to shape it into the circle. And when you're done with that, put olive oil on top, and that brings us right into our toppings. So for your toppings, after you put your olive oil on top, you're going to get a spoon and put some marinara sauce on top of your pizza and just spread it evenly all throughout the pizza. So next, you're going to get your cheese, and you can just get a handful of cheese and then just sprinkle the cheese all over your pizza evenly. And so when it gets into the oven, it can melt and just spread. Oh my gosh, the cheese is my favorite part. So yes, just use that with your pizza. And then after your cheese, we just like we said, we use our pepperoni and bacon and we put it on our pizza. But like I said, you can use any kind of toppings. Like literally, people put pineapple on their pizza. I don't like pineapple on my pizza, but you're welcome to put it on there. And after that, that's when your oven should be good to go by now, after you preheated it earlier. Also in the recipe, How to Make the Best Homemade Pizza by Brenda Blanco, she says slide the pizza onto the preheated oven, stove, or pan and bake the pizza for 15 to 20 minutes or until your crust and cheese is golden brown. So just let your pizza sit in the oven for about 15-20 minutes, and after that, if it looks about good and golden and that crusty, then take it on out. So like in this picture, how you see it's golden all around your crust, that's how you know it's ready. So you take your pizza out and let it sit to cool for about 5 to 7 pizza. Don't take it at 5 to 7 minutes. Don't just take it out and try to cut right into it because it's still too hot. And when you try to cut, all your toppings are just gonna move everywhere. It needs to cool down and actually set and, you know, get and be a pizza. So that's how you make a pizza. You see, making a pizza is pretty easy. It's not as hard as you would think, or if you even think it's not hard. You see, it's actually pretty easy. I've told you all the ingredients you need. I told you how to make your dough. I even gave you some toppings and how long to put it in the oven. And now that your pizza has like cooled down and stuff, you can get all cleaned up and cut into it and dig in and eat that pizza. I hope I showed you, or I hope I told you the best and how to make a pizza step by step, and you can go home and have fun and make one too. Thank you.